100 mark. He's 4 lengths in front of Irish Impulse, and then Mocha followed by Great Hunter and Sakana. Ideal Score is clear 100 out from Irish Impulse. Great Hunter is coming home well with Sakana. Ideal Score flat to the boards in the last bit. He's going to win well. Look at Royal Pardon jumping out of the ground in the last bit, but Ideal Score beat Great Hunter and Royal Pardon, with Sakana fourth, followed by Mocha, and then Regal Signal, Brinny Shear, Crystal Liberty Parade, Swift Beat, Natural Wood. Further back, March Formula, Irish Impulse, Fair Treat, Jack Matt and Detonate, and On Loan is last to finish in the Clarence Superfecta. Stand by for numbers on the last of the day. The winner is Ideal Score, ridden by Gavin Duffy. Oh boy, wasn't it travelling around the home turn. You've never seen a horse going more easily in your life than this was on the bend. He was getting a bit leg weary in the last bit, but he had too big a break and has run out an easy winner. This is what he'll pay on the TAB, 260 and 90 Ideal Score. I think Great Hunter will get second, number 6 on the place tote, $1 even, and third, the very fast finishing Royal Pardon, number 2, ridden by John Marshall, $1.20. I don't know what happened to Royal Pardon. You might recall I actually called him first out. Well, he was too. He won the start, but by the time they'd gone 200 metres, he was running 94th. He just lost his spot. He must have got into trouble, surely. Because he fell right back through the field and was in front of one horse as they turned for home. He then had to weave his way through the ruck, as did Great Hunter, and whilst all that was happening, Ideal Score was just breezing along in the lead with Gavin Duffy peeping over his shoulder. Brian Mayfield-Smith, just back from his overseas holiday, prepares Ideal Score. Brian received his trainer's award for the old season earlier today, and it was very nice to hear Brian pay a great compliment and a great debt of gratitude to his brother Noel, who's done such a big job during Mayfield-Smith's absence overseas on this recent holiday, and also his frequent interstate trips during the big race carnival. So well done, Brian, Noel and the staff of Nebo Lodge, and they've come up with a winner here in the last per medium of Ideal Score, $2.60 and 90. Oh gee, Royal Pardon got up for second. Gee, it's a tricky angle. Royal Pardon got up in the last stride to nose Great Hunter out of second money. So the numbers are 4, 2, 6, Ideal Score, Royal Pardon second, Great Hunter third, second horse to pay $1.20 and the third horse to pay $1. Well, Tote Bag Tony's tip was Great Hunter. It ran into a place. Lucky Pierre's tip was Retford in race 7, so well done, Lucky Pierre. Photo finish Phil. Last seen heading for the Mulga when Vo Rogue finished out of a place in the Premier Stakes, and Max Manure didn't do a bad job with his guest selection in race 5, Flaming Road, which finished second at good odds. Superfecta numbers on the last, 4, 2, 6, 1, 10 and 14. Okay, hope you're back to winner. In a moment on Wide World of Sports, we'll return to Australia's largest cross-country ski race.
To dead from slow after the second race in the program. The result of the first, the hurdle race, and the favourite got in, and it was the one for the day, Maro Muncher, winning quite comfortably from Gladerick. In race 2 on the card at Caulfield, and Plush Embassy continued on its winning way and started at the good odds of 5 to 1. They put a fortune on Ascent of Man, looked as though it was nearly going to win coming to the turn, and then it just absolutely stopped to a walk in the run to the post.
He certainly was disappointing in the straight. Something of interest came out of that, undoubted. He was well in the market. When you read the steward's report, it was reported before the race that he was showing signs of soreness. Now, it didn't say whether it was shin soreness or, and once again, I'm only reading the steward's report. Seems strange that if the horse was showing signs of soreness, why was he allowed to run?
OK, let's look at the first leg of the quadrella, and the all-white Carrara Lad, the favourite.
He's head in front, turning for home now. Geyserland has a crack at him, and Boston Bay further out, and Lord Lonsdale on the rail. Asterman being tackled by Geyserland, 200 metres to go, and he's hit the lead now, Geyserland. He's raced away from Asterman, then Lord Lonsdale, and further back in the field then came Carrara Lad, but Geyserland is opening right up, and he's sprinting away in the run to the judge by 4 or 5 lengths over Asterman, Lord Lonsdale, and Geyserland by 5 lengths. Asterman second, 3/4.
An improved geezer as Geyserland, who won the race at 8 to 1 and absolutely walked in. Carrara Lad just found the extra weight, and that probably too much for him.
He was. He's been racing very consistent. He was up 4 kilos on his last win at Moonee Valley, and it's a pretty big jump over 2-4. And Geyserland, I believe we could be seeing him running over jumps at Moonee Valley next Saturday.
Well, that could be interesting. He schooled over them, and apparently schooled quite well.
Every trial he's had over the jumps, he's won.
OK, let's have a look at race 4 on the program, and this was a very thrilling finish.
Now in the straight, 350 to go. Why Scarlet tackled by Special Recipe. On the outside, Sharp Play from Roses and Lace, and down the outside is Precious Bane. Special Recipe, Sharp Play got to the front, 150 metres to go now from Roses and Lace. Sharp Play just in front of Special Recipe, and Roses and Lace with 80 metres to go. Hands and heels, Sharp Play in front, and Sharp Play will get the money. Sharp Play has scored a half length to Roses and Lace. Very tight third. It's on.
Sharp Play drifted to 13 to 2, won nicely. Favourite Sangpur back from 4 to 5 to 2, never in the events.
Never in the hunt, got back to midfield and was always off the bit, was chasing a long way from home and really failed to make up much ground.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
From what looked like his last preparation, a pretty promising horse. I would forgive him because sometimes at Caulfield, the top of the surface of the track can get a bit shifty. Maybe that was the reason. He's a better horse than that.
OK, well, it's a shifty program, so let's go on to the next.
Though, and quite sensation with the big weight, led 2.5 into the home straight now from Tapper to Bow Lady Violet. Midland Maid getting out and running on from Arthur Star, and then Miss Munda and Mardisi. Quite sensation getting tied with 150 to go. Midland Maid could be the danger coming down the outside with Miss Munda. Midland Maid moved up now to Quite Sensation. Midland Maid grabbed Quite Sensation. Miss Munda starting to fly on the outside. She'll get up, Miss Munda. Miss Munda's got up to win on the pace from Midland Maid. Quite Sensation third.
And Miss Munda at 10 to 1. Connections thought it was probably a little bit short for her. Mardisi perhaps didn't have all that much luck, but had a lot of weight. And a good, honest run, Quite Sensational.
Always tries her heart out, and probably about 300 metres out, had a chance of winning, but she just failed under the big weight. No claims in that race yesterday to run it out strong. Good to see G Hall back in town. Spring
Indeed.
Carnival's around the corner, and I think there'll be a lot of people following that boy through the Spring Carnival.
I agree with you. Well, well-known bookmaker Sal Murray pointed out that the favourites in the Churnside Stakes haven't got a very good record, and it proved again yesterday when, coming to the home turn, Placid Arc, the odds-on favourite, was in front, and then suddenly seemed to start feeling pain, and it's got beaten by 13 lengths officially. Here's the race.
2 lengths further back, King Phoenix, and then Disputed Pearl. Rancho Ruler went up on the outside. He's got the upper hand, and the Western Australian's gone. And it's Rancho Ruler racing away. 4 in front now. Special got to second. Placid Arc will run near the tail of the field, but Rancho Ruler's kicked away. He's home on the Churnside from Special. Placid Arc will run last, and it's Rancho Ruler. Rancho Ruler by 2 lengths. Special second, 5 away third, Disputed Pearl.
Well, Rancho Ruler started at 7 to 2, was too good for Special, was a great run. Placid Arc, 11 to 8 on favourite, classed up until a few months ago as the best sprinter in the world, which does cover a bit of territory.
That covers a lot of territory, Bill. I wonder anyone prior to the race what odds you would have got about Placid Arc running last. He would start at 11 to 8 on favourite. What odds would have been anyone trying to back him to run last? He pulled up after the race, apparently was blowing excessively. Condition-wise, that shouldn't have been. I would say the horse obviously has got a bit of pain because it does show a lot in a horse's wind. If anything is hurting, they will blow excessively. I would say probably his knees are starting to cause him a bit of trouble. I hope not. We'd love to see him continue on through the Spring Carnival, especially next Saturday at Moonee Valley. It's a big clash there, but isn't it great to see Rancho Ruler finally break through and break the status of being a bridesmaid for so long?
Well, it might be now that Rancho Ruler might go on and be the really good sprinter miler that
what he always looked as though he was going to be.
Yeah. OK, let's look at the next on the program from Caulfield.
Now, Proudest Moment trying to shoulder Silver Scout out. Silver Scout's gone up now to Light Show from Proudest Moment. Silver Scout the outside and Light Show. Silver Scout put its head in front. Light Show fighting on. Private Walker from last. Silver Scout, Light Show. Clark throwing everything on the inside on Light Show, and I think it's just one. Private Walker.
And Light Show there at 7 to 1. Result of the last race in the program. Springfield Lad getting up to score at 13 to 2. Now the double at Caulfield yesterday paid $10.90 for twos. That's the extra double. The daily double 5 and 3 36.55. Quadrella. And here we've got 4, 2, 5, 3, 1,502.80, and the quad extra 2, 5, 3 and 1, $2,285.20. Thank you, Roy. Moonee Valley next Saturday.
Flemington Wednesday, and out to the valley to see the Irish jumping riders.
We've seen some inconsistent performances, but here's a young lady who's always consistent.
Oh, thanks, Billy. Well, time's up for Sports World this morning. But